Hello Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from to the second through to the 8th of April. What? April? What the blazes? Where did April come from? Maybe it's because of people. That's your birthday season. Blimey. Yeah, no, it's not April, it's September. Do apologise. Hope you're doing well. How's the new stance you should have been making last week? Really empowering for you, making a lot of happiness within your life. How's that going? Hope that's going well. Consistent energies at the moment, which is good for creating stuff, creating real deep connections with people on the relationship side, and also creating opportunities on your financial side. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energy. There's a lot of passion within the relationship side. Obviously, it is making you very desirable. There seems to be a lot of heat coming in from your future. It's almost as if like you're connecting with someone that you can, go from the past to the future. So it might have been that you've met them as a friend and now you sort of said, I don't suppose you want to go out for a meal, or there's a play on, in town, or there's a film on at the cinema I'd like to go to. That sort of thing that seems to be coming out. Whatever it is, it seems to be, you've really got a great passion to sort of take things forward in life. And it should be connecting with people. On your financial side, this is where it's playing on your karmic path, but also on your future here, as if like sort of it's becoming very obvious to you through the decisions and the playing smart and stuff like that. It's now becoming very obvious about where you should be going and what you should be doing. There's a marriage card on the overall energies there. Wouldn't be surprised. Combining you, I think you've got a really good opportunity to either, if you're looking to get into a relationship, getting into a relationship, and I think is where you need to sort of step into that power and be the instigator of it all. And it's also maybe getting a job. This is it, realizing what you should be doing, realizing or starting a business or taking your business to another level. Whatever it is, the energy within you is kind of going, yeah, let's go forward. Let's move it on. Let's start making some good advances in life. On your relationship side, on your karmic path here, I think it's like in your karmic path, it's bringing it into you. And it's sort of like making you feel comfortable about your situation. That's on your karmic path. In order to experience something in regards to relationship with another person, it's got to sit well with you, and it's in order for you to create a situation for you to explore your karma and your karmic path. And your karmic path is there to open up the experiences. It's got to be good for you. And you get the Devil card here. You got that on your financial side, on the decisions you made last week. Here, I think it's, as I say, it's got to be good for you. I think you're seeing with these connections here where the illusions were and now where the real relationships are. And you're sort of, it's on your karmic path to sit in your sort of powers in regards to what is good for you will expose easily any sort of like relationships or emotional sort of states around you that may not necessarily have been good for you. But here is sort of like sorting the chaff from the wheat more than anything else. On your connection to the universe, you get the Two of Swords. Decisions that are making, I think you've got to decide to get out there and get that relationship or develop that connection with that person in a much deeper way. You're choosing to there's a choice being presented to you that I think you should see things for what they are. And then I think the Devil here is sort of saying, take off that blindfold, so you can see that the opportunities that are behind you, that are around you. And once you do that, you will be a leader within your own pathway. And it seems like here that you need to activate something. It's almost as well as if, like, sometimes we can be our own worst devil. And there's a possibility of that if you and ah, this is where you'll find yourself in a difficult situation. I think you need to, and this is not really Aries sort of energy, but making snap decisions. It's not really your sort of thing there, but it's putting a bit of pressure on you to make that snap decision. And I think you've got to realize if it feels good for you. In your past self is playing definitely into the future. It's connecting your past to your future. There is no doubt about it. Your past self here is, you know what makes you feel good. It makes you feel calm, makes you feel not necessarily empowered, but more sort of reassured. That's the word I'm looking for. You know, through your reassurance in the past, I think you've just got to make a little bit of a leap of faith here and, you know, see the devil for the detail and actually just go for it and realize that it's on your karmic path to go forth and engage in a relationship that is good for you, good for them. And you can expand even an existing relationship to a much greater level. On your future self, it's all to do with this decision. And I think that's where the devil is. And the devil's, it's almost as if I get this feeling like sometimes you're sort of kind of talking yourself out of a situation, and I wouldn't. I'd make the decision and go for it more than anything else. Yeah, you get the King of Wands. Very, very empowering here on both sides, on your past, your future. And this is where the overall energy is sort of doing that. I think it's, you know, if you recognize the relationships that make you feel at one with yourself, where you can convert emotions into reality, then in your future self, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be sitting in your power and you're going to be going after. And I think this is a decision that you've got to make about a relationship that is very progressive. It's moving forward, but it's moving forward in a way that you are the driving force behind it. What's the lessons to be learned out of this week here? Don't miss this opportunity. Yeah, look at that. That's what that is all about. Don't miss this opportunity. I think don't talk yourself out of this. I really think that's what that is all about. Don't talk yourself, don't and ah, and don't talk yourself out of this. Do not be illusionary about it either. Be very clear about it. But there is a massive crowning glory in regards to relationships that is within your life. The funny thing is you had exactly this card in your decision making last week, and it's all about you stepping into your power and stepping into your rightful position. The devil card you actually had, where the King of Wands is in your future self. It's now coming through to reality. I think once you see, you know, if you don't and ah, if you don't talk yourself out of it, you will get the abundance of love and joy, and it's a really fulfilling time for you as you go forward. But you just need to make that decision to go for it. On your financial side, on the karmic path, the karmic path is really playing into your future. Your karmic path is sort of saying now is the time to make decisions. You get the Empress. I think this is also a very attractive card. You got the Empress here that was combining with the Ace of Cups in the past. It's now here in the here and now. It's you sort of combining multitudes of different aspects of life and being very matter of fact about the decision and not allowing your emotions just to get swayed in any way. And you're not like that. You're generally not like that. I think you really do step into a very profitable situation where I think people are going to see you as a very attractive option. If you're going for a job, people are going to see that you're a really good asset to their company. And it's on your karmic path to do that. If you're doing your business, creating your business or your projects, that side of things is, I think, the appreciation of your market space, of where, you know, your customers will appreciate you if you're doing a business, or your the people that you're involved in your projects. I think the people are going to appreciate what you're doing, possibly for them or possibly for the world that is around you. Whatever it is, it brings back a lot of returns for you, and it's on your karmic path to make these decisions to step forward into it. On the universal connection here, the universal connection is playing out, but it's also playing to your decision making as well this week here. I think in the past you may have had disappointments in the past, do you know what? I think it's disappointments with the world. I don't think it's necessarily disappointment with you. I think you're a bit above the head of the curve in a way, and it could be a sort of like disappointment where, you know, in the past, as a job that you were doing, the company wasn't as proactive and forward looking, and because they weren't forward looking, or your project wasn't accepted or understood by the world around you, that is changing now. And you got the Two of Cups that is just behind them. And once you start choosing, without getting too emotionally involved in it, once you start choosing to empower you and to be a very attractive commodity in the world, I think that's when you can walk away from any disappointments in the connection with the world that is around you. But it is down to the decisions that you're making. And from your past self is tied into that. Yeah, I think you might have like been trying a career path or a business or a project, and you might have been disappointed about the amount of success it's getting. And it's sort of saying, learn from that past, make decisions, make adjustments in your career path, your business, so you can completely change it. Yeah, I think you need to fall in love with what you're doing. Last time you got the Empress and the Ace of Cups on your past. And this is where I think this decision about putting yourself first, combining lots of aspects of your career path or your business, and this is where you're starting to love and enjoy what you do, and that makes the big difference here. Makes the difference between success and disappointment. In your future self, it plays into this. I think there's an opportunity, a big opportunity coming up that is very, very solid, which is going to change your financial landscape. Evident path. Seven of Cups. Once you look at everything that is around you, there's loads of cups that are around you, loads of possibilities that are around you. Yeah, it could be that the thing is, sometimes you might have, in the past, you might have had too many choices. And this is where you might have been disappointed because you didn't make the right choices. And now if you start following your heart, following your heart's, your pleasure in your connection with the world around you, and being very productive and resourceful and creative within the world, once you start doing that, it's going to become very obvious the direction you should be going. And there seems to be an opportunity which is coming up that is you cannot refuse. It's going to be so evident for you. What's the choices that you need to be making out of this week here? The choices are, I think it's got to take into account what's going on in your relationship side. So there's no point choosing a job that's you're going to have to work 80 hours a week, because then you're not going to be able to have a personal life. And I think this is what the evident path is becoming here. And I think you're involving a lot more sort of kind of, what sort of job or business, or how do I take my business and my project forward so it's a lot more satisfying for me. And therefore, you have got to convert ideas into reality. You have to be a little bit childlike about it as well. There's a great deal of fortune sort of coming your way. and possibilities, and certainly an opportunity, a great opportunity that's coming your way. But you need to, convert those ideas into reality. And that's why you've got to make the decisions. And I think you've got to make the decisions according to what stimulates you in your career path and your business, rather than doing things that you think, your market would like. Let's say you're doing a project, say like you're doing a YouTube channel, rather than doing things that you think that people will like, start doing things that you would like to see. I think that's where you can start really playing to your strengths. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card on your relationship side here. With the 4 of Wands, you get the 5 of Wands. Yeah, just being the best example of yourself, really. Going after your own pleasure. You've got to fight for it. I think you've got to make the decisions about what relationships you want in your life, who you engage in, or whether you should engage with a person or not. I think it's very good for you to engage in it. If you're worried about meeting someone or doing something, I would really I would say yes to it more than anything else. On the don't talk yourself out of this. Don't talk yourself out of this. Combine all the good stuff into one cup and start really following that. Following a pathway which fulfills you and makes you feel like you're winning in life. It's a real crowning glory. With the 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, this decision, choose the highest plane. Yeah, go for it, Aries. If you're really looking at a relationship, funny thing is you got this card in that position, in the same position last week, and now it's a time of choosing your happiness, the things that make you happy. And that is where you're going to, all of a sudden, I think you're going to realize you're living the dream more than anything else. With the King of Cups in the past, I think you've done a lot of work. I think you became very curious in the past. I think you've opened up a lot of possibilities about what really works for you. And with that work that you've done in the past, makes you feel a lot more secure about who you are. And therefore, it's a lot easier to convert your emotions into reality. And in your future, it's a case of now you're knowing and seizing upon this victory, seizing upon this opportunity of developing taking your existing relationship to a new profound level, or opening up to a brand new relationship. As I said, I think you're going to be a bit of a driving force behind it. You get the 7 of Pentacles that go along with it. Did you not get the 7 of something? Oh yeah, you got the 7 of Cups on the other side. I thought you had the 7 on there, but you don't. You get the 7 of Pentacles. This is passionate path. It's got to be nurtured, and you seem to be the driving force behind a relationship that you're opening up to. You should be the one sort of, in any relationship, there's times when there's your partner's in front of you and you're sort of like you're backing them up, and there's times when you're going to be up front and you're going to be pushing the direction. And I think this is one of those moments this week here, pushing a direction that's really good for you. Yeah, 2 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. There is no doubt about it. You should be making this decision about love that's just going to happiness. Make sure you are heading off towards your happiness by making a decision and recognizing your crowning glory, which brings you totally in alignment with someone else. It could even open up, if you're looking for marriage, that sort of thing. Really, a really good, solid relationship that is around you. On your financial side, on the overall energies, decisions. As I said, it's all about the decisions, about that Page of Swords there. You will get this job if you make this decision to sort of say, this is the sort of job I want. This is the sort of work environment that I wish to live in. Once you start making those decisions, that's when you can really start progressing here. The things that are much more in line with you. With the Empress card, you get the 10 of Swords. Finish pandering to everything that is around you, something that's dead, done and dusted with. And I think that's that disappointment. That's what's dead, done and dusted with. And it's on your karmic path to walk away from disappointments of the past in connection with the outside world, because I think you might have just trying to maybe satisfy everybody else rather than satisfy you and your plan and your mission. Yeah, you need to let go of the past, let go of that disappointment, walk into something that's completely new. You had the World card on your relationship side, and it now seems to be also promoting that on your financial side, walking away from those disappointments, going into a brand new paradigm, going into a new way of doing things. And I think you should be doing it because you want to be doing it, or it's good for you. With that Lovers card, you get the Two of Pentacles. You're getting a lot of twos here. We've got the Two of Cups, you've got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Two of Pentacles. You know, with the Lovers cards, it's ultimately choosing your destination at the moment, and it's a case of just going ahead and doing it. It's both on your relationships, but also on your financial side. You know, according to your past, choosing now, doing things, it's revealed to you to do things in a different way that sits much more in alignment with who you are and what makes you tick in a really good way. With the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, you get the Five of Cups. Yeah, in your future self, as I said, seeing that evident path, seeing this is actually works really well for me. I really enjoy that. Once you start working towards that, you're saying goodbye to that Five of Cups, and that's what your future is about. Once you realize, you know, this is how I should do my business and my project, that's when you say goodbye to all your disappointments of the past, and it becomes a very much more fulfilling future. Page of Swords with the Hierophant. The good thing about the Hierophant is the Hierophant knows the steps you need to take in order to get to the star, get to your ultimate dreams. And this is what about making those decisions are here. I think you need to start, you know, putting yourself first and making decisions that actually fulfill you, because the Hierophant is like a religious person within the world, and it understands the body, mind, and spirit. The Empress card, did you? Yeah, you did have the Emperor. Oh no, the Empress, the High Priestess. That's the other card. Sorry, the High Priestess is all about spirit, mind, and body. So she attacks it in a much more sort of like metaphysical sort of sense. The Hierophant attacks it in a very much physical sort of sense here, and it is making physical decisions about how you engage your business and your career path in a very joyous and almost childlike way to enjoy life. But it's also about converting those ideas into reality. And once you start doing that, that's when you get the good results. There you go, Aries. Thanking you very much for being here with us. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Hope you're enjoying also the energy videos that we're putting out here and the spiritual videos that we're putting out here. We're trying to open up a discussion about life through them. Very much appreciate all the support you show this channel through the YouTube system. It's absolutely beautiful. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.